So you're in for a real treat tonight. We got Martin Ball. He's going to do a water demonstration for us. He's without doubt one of the experts probably in the world with regards to the power of this system. He's done so much diligent study over the last, what are we on to, 18 months now with regards to the water. So there's no better person to give you a first introduction to this if you've never seen it before. And we're also going to be fortunate enough to have probably the top guy in the world, as far as I'm aware, with regards to the Enagic units. Balazs speak to us and tell us a little bit about his story and hopefully inspire everyone to really look at some of the amazing things that he's done. Now you can change your life by being involved with any type of business. They can take your life from where you are to where you want to be. So yeah, that's it for tonight, guys. Again, if you could just do a last check of your phones before we go. And without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mr. Martin Ball, who's going to take us through a water demonstration.
So. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, Martin.
Good work, bro. Hey guys, so obviously thank you all for coming. Really appreciate you giving up your time. I'm going to go through quite a lot of information, a lot of education. I am going to talk quick, so I hope you can keep up with me. And we are going to do a water demo and then hear from the incredible Balazs. So. A little bit about me, who I am, apart from being absolutely handsome. I'm certified personal trainer, also done group fitness, worked on Barrow Island up in the mines for a couple of years as a health coach up there. So working with a lot of obviously the miners, helping them improve their health. I've been in the industry since I was 14, so I'm giving away a bit of my age. Just over 20 years now. Certified carpenter and builder as well. So I had a building company back in the UK and continued doing that for a few years when I arrived here in Australia, which was 7.5 years ago. Co-founded, as Dave mentioned before, Sexy Water, the Energized Mind Body businesses as well, which is all around educating people on improving their health any way that they can holistically. Passionate about helping others, and one of the big things that I'm really passionate about is this one here, beating depression. So as a bloke, we don't talk enough about it, and that's something I really like to engage with people and say, look, if you are going through a bad time, male or female, reach out. You don't have to feel ashamed. You don't have to be embarrassed about it. It's really important you get help. So more than happy to share my story with anyone who wants to know any more about that. This is me, just so you get to know me a little bit better. I'm a minion at the weekends. Something to do there. Obviously, this was back, sorry, you can't see that. This is back in January earlier this year at an event. I do a bit of acro yoga. And there's my kids, Frank and Bessie, the staffies, and then this is a picture of me because I'm so vain. No, it's actually because I wanted to highlight this point. When you look at that picture, a lot of people think, wow, he looks pretty fit. Okay, and yeah, I was pretty fit. And if I was walking along the beach, think that guy obviously takes care of himself. I was in the worst health of my life in that point. I had a lot of problems, irritable bowel syndrome, a lot of inflammation in my body, low energy, just was not functioning. My body wasn't working for myself. I was trying to work for my body. A lot of supplementation. And in all fairness, this is what led to the water coming into my life. So I'm going to go through a little bit of a disclaimer. Everything you're going to hear throughout this presentation is what we've learned through diligent study, personal testimonials, and testimonials from other people as well. So I'm going to give you a warning. I speak with passion, and there will be interaction, won't there? Yes. Yeah, won't there? Yes. Yes. Okay, good. So would we all agree that there's never been as many health coaches as there is today? Doctors, naturopaths, personal trainers, yes? Agreed? Okay, also as much medication as there is today, supplementation and so on. Agreed? And why is illness and disease on the rise? Okay? Ooh, careful. Yes. So this is exactly what Kaz just mentioned then. This is a study and some information from America. I'm sorry, I'm getting in the way here. $2.7 trillion per year is spent on healthcare. 90% is spent on reactive healthcare. So once we get sick, we react. 10% is spent on prevention. Do you think it should be the other way around? Absolutely. Fair income, as the Aussies would say. So, is your body acidic? Yeah? Fair income, yeah? Is your body acidic? Now, who knows much about acidity and alkaline? Anybody? Yep, okay. So does your body want to be in an acidic state? No, it wants to be more in a slightly alkaline state, fight off illness and disease. So we're going to cover water today because water is really, really, really important. How much approximately of the body is covered in water, or made up of water, I should say? 70 to 80% approximately. So water is good for us, we know that, but not all water is equal. So what you're going to learn tonight is just the difference between drinking the right water versus drinking the wrong water. So who here drinks water from the tap? Don't be ashamed. Yeah, I used to. Okay. Who here bathes in water that comes from the tap? I assume we all pretty much do. Okay. Well, this is a pipe that was pulled up from under the ground, and this is what it looks like in that pipe. And the water that was tested in that pipe was found to have rust chlorine, as we know is in water anyway, pharmaceutical medication, okay, other chemicals, and a chemical that's known as lye, also known as lime, depending on which country it's in, and that has a pH value of approximately 14, which is designed to bring the pH level up to more of an alkaline state so it doesn't rust the pipes in the ground. But what do you think it's doing to your pipes? Not much good, okay? A lot of us turn to bottled water. Who here drinks bottled water? Now come on, because there's some people that drank tap water, and there's some drink bottled water, and there's some people that won't put their hands up no matter what. So who's going to say that they drink bottled water? Okay. Well, bottled water tends to be acidic. Okay? It's oxidizing to the body. I'll cover the reasons why later on. Strips the body of minerals. If you're consuming any foods that are acidic or you're drinking any liquids that are acidic, your body releases calcium to neutralize that acidity. It depletes it from the bones, which leads then to issues like osteoporosis, osteoarthritis. Hormone issues, you can see there we've got some asterisks. If you go onto Google and typing the disappearing male, it'll bring up a 45-minute video documentary about how males are disappearing because of estrogen levels. Okay, we're getting the moobs, the man boobs. Okay, it's linked to cancers, drinking bottled water because of the acidity levels and the plastic that's breaking down in the liquids on a daily basis, and it's an environmental nightmare. Has anybody seen images of what it's doing to the ocean? The ocean's got 6 times more plastic in it than on land. The marine life's ingesting that plastic. Who ingests the marine life? We do. Vicious circle, unless you're vegan. Okay, so I'm going to get into this guy here because he's a bit of a legend throughout Enagic. Okay, and the reason why is because his daughter was born with what's called gastroschisis, which is her intestinal organs on the outside. And for lack of a better term, they put her back together. Okay? So imagine your newborn baby being born with their intestinal organs on the outside. How would you feel? Heartbroken. Okay? This guy educated himself to become one of the top hydration experts to save his daughter's life. This is what she looked like on regular water on the left. This is what she looked like drinking this Kangen water. Can you see the difference? Pretty powerful. Okay, she was clearly being hydrated on this side. So what he actually said when he looked more into filtered water, especially around reverse osmosis, has anybody heard of reverse osmosis? Okay, approximately 90% of bottled waters have gone through filtration known as reverse osmosis. This is what he said in an interview. If you want MS, which is multiple sclerosis, drink reverse osmosis water. Reverse osmosis water demineralizes and removes electrolytes from the body to obviously neutralize that acidity. Clinically and medically speaking, no one should be drinking reverse osmosis water for more than 3 weeks. How many of us have filtration systems in home and we keep drinking it daily, 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 or we drink bottled water daily, daily, daily? And he has a bit of a crack here. For $400, you can stick one under your sink and get sick. Is it funny? Absolutely not. Okay? Is this how you feel? Bit shocked? Okay, for all the dog lovers out there. Has anybody heard of oxidative stress? Yeah. We're in an environment that's causing oxidative stress on a regular basis. Okay? Well, when you look at this diagram here, this image, and you go through that list, can you think of anyone you know that has got at least one of those? Definitely. Absolutely. Common ones, let's go with. We all know somebody who's been affected by cancer. Skin issues, whether it's eczema, acne, psoriasis, kidney issues, asthma, autism, kids on the rise with autism. We've got to look at what's going on, what kind of level. Obviously, I mentioned earlier about depression up there. I had no idea that water could be associated to my mental health. So it was pretty powerful with what I learned. So here what we're going to do is we're going to go into a live demo. And this is basically a chart that you can see what's going on. It's called an ORP scale, which means the oxidative reduction potential scale, or the potential to reduce oxidative stress. So while looking at that scale, which side do you think you'd rather be on? The left side. Okay, well basically what we're going to do is we're going to find out with these liquids we've got here which ones are actually causing more oxidative stress within the body. So just so you know, I'm not pulling your leg with anything, you'll see that they're all freshly bought. Anybody drink Mizone? Anyone? No? What about Gatorade? AFL, yeah. Anybody else drink Gatorade? Yeah, at the back. Why would you drink Gatorade? Because what, sorry? Because of marketing? Yep. Okay, yourself at the back, mate? Okay, soccer player. Who drinks sparkling water? My table nearly drank it then. Okay. Now then, this one, Puro. Has anybody heard of Puro? This one? Table water. It's the fastest growing bottled water in Australia because it's chlorine and fluoride free. Okay. What about coconut water? Anybody drink coconut water? Okay. Well, we'll have a little cheeky test of that one. Now then, what about soda water? Yep. Mixed with a bit of vodka, bit of lime. Weekend drink? Absolutely. Okay, so we'll check that one out. Now then, what about Antipodes? Has anybody heard of Antipodes? Sold in a lot of health cafes, restaurants. It's a water from New Zealand, has a pH value of around about 7, which is neutral. So should be pretty good. And then we've got the sexy water. Okay, also known as Kangen water. I mean, we call it sexy water because clearly it works. Clearly you can see it works. Okay. Your tap water's here. Don't you worry, mate. Hey, I've got a Niga Beaver in the audience. Just hang on, hang on. Okay, so I'm just going to adjust my meter here so that for health and safety reasons, you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm using a knife. So if you hear a bit of a scream, it's just my fingers come off. But I will finish the demo. Okay, so this here is a meter which basically measures a liquid potential to oxidize, okay? So what we're looking for here, we want a negative reading on this. Okay, so I'm going to use these ladies at the front here. So when I put it in Mizone, what numbers have we got there? 370. Approximately. Going down 370. Yeah. So it's about 350. It's leveling out around about 340. Okay. So that means it's on positive side of the scale, on the right-hand side. So let's go into Gatorade. It's climbing. It's 315 and going up. Yep. So it's oxidizing the body. Okay. Let's go into our sparkling water. So we've got around about 270. Yep. 280 going up. Yeah, it will do with the oxidation of the air. So basically here now we've gone into the water that's got no chemicals in it. We're looking at 267 climbing. Okay, let's go in the coconut water, the healthier drink. 3, yeah, it's got down to about 290. It's leveling that. Okay, let's go into your soda water. Might be a bit better with vodka in it, but it's still in on about the 270. Yeah. So let's go into this water here that's sold in a lot of these health shops. It's climbing 250 and climbing. Yep. Agreed? Then we go into the tap water. 260 and climbing. Yep. I know you guys probably can't see that, but you can just trust us. Oh, good eyes. And then we go into the Kangen water. So can we see it's dropping? See? So you've got minus 170 and climbing. Okay, we've got over minus 200 coming up to. So you can see it's a negative. Now green tea in its purest form, and I say purest form, because what I mean is before you mix it with water is negative 80. Why would we drink green tea? Because it's an antioxidant. Okay, the second you mix it with regular water, tap, filtered, bottled water, you kill it. It is not an antioxidant drink. It's an oxidant drink. So it's causing more oxidative stress within the body. Does that make sense? Pardon? Yeah, no, still an oxidant. Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to test for now, guys, what we've realized here is this water here, the Kangen water, is antioxidant-rich water. Very, very powerful antioxidant, okay? So as we said, if green tea in its purest form is negative 80, and that's already was going up to negative 200, it's already 4 times more powerful. So I'm going to go through these now, and we're going to just see the acid-alkaline chart. So the guy at the back before, you said that you would drink it because of, to hydrate yourself before sport. So let's go through these liquids and then we'll just cover what's going on. So, does everyone understand what I'm showing you? Oh, the tap water. Thanks, Loz. Okay, so let's just give these a swirl. So they're showing the full colours through. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so bear with me. All right, so what are we seeing, guys? What are we noticing from this end? Really, really acidic. Now, what did I mention earlier about when we're consuming things that are acidic? What happens with the body?
Inflammation.
Well, you get issues like inflammation, absolutely, but what's being released from the body to neutralize that acidity? Electrolytes. Why do we drink these? To replenish electrolytes. But if we're drinking these to replenish electrolytes and they're acidic, more electrolytes are just being flushed out the body. What do we think is happening? Causing more and more issues within the body, and exactly what Carolyn said, causing more and more inflammation, more acidity. Water, mineral sparkling water here, very acidic. This water here, we're drinking this fastest growing bottled water in Australia. It's very acidic. What do we think it's causing? Illness and disease. Okay? Because the body's getting increased acidity within it. Coconut water. How acidic is that? However, if you get fresh coconut water from a coconut, it's perfectly neutral. So all of these that say that they don't have any additives in them, we've got to ask questions. We've got to look after ourselves, guys. Don't trust what marketing says. This one here, soda water. Now then, this one said that it was neutral. So why isn't it coming out neutral? We've got the tap water. Now, tap water will always come out neutral to slightly alkaline. Do we know why? Chemicals. Chemicals added to your water to make sure that they don't rust the pipes. Okay? Federally regulated. Absolutely, mate. Oh, God. Oh, look at this. He's going to sing up it. Have we got a spare shirt? So, what does this look like? Alkaline. But it's not alkaline water. Really important to understand the difference between alkaline water and this water is to create alkaline water, you add minerals to it. Minerals, when you add them to water, can build up in your system and actually calcify. They can cause issues with your blood pH, and they can certainly neutralize stomach acid. This water here has an electrical charge, and there is nothing added to the water. It is cleaned, and then it gets electrically charged to basically liven it up. So when it goes into your body, what it actually does is it goes in there, it finds those free radicals that are trying to destroy your cells, age your body, rust your body, and it kills them. It neutralizes them. So this is why so many people who are drinking this water on a regular basis are noticing massive health improvements, because the body can start working for itself. Does that make sense? Okay. This water here, so we've got Puro. Let's just add a bit of the water into it. I've just made it into a good, healthy drink. Now then, let's try the coconut water. That's how acidic it is, I can't change it. Look at the Puro trying to change back. Let's go through. I'll try, I mean, I know these don't work anyway, but we'll add them in there. Won't even bother with MyZone, wasting my time. This one. Do you want me to do that again, just to show you how bad it actually is?
What the hell is going on there? There's a magic show as well.
Mate, hey, I'm a magician. Okay, and I'll just finish my last bit off. Just made it a bit more powerful. Now then, out of all the drinks that we've got on here, you would assume that this one would be the best. Would you all agree? Coconut water. You wouldn't agree. Which one would you have thought would be the best?
Normally tap water would be better than what
Okay.
is on there.
Okay. Tap water, full of chemicals.
Well, besides
Okay.
more sexy water, yes.
Oh, there you
I
go.
don't have a choice of getting that. Tap water would be a better option.
Well, majority of the room, the consensus of the room is coconut water. Not even a mouthful. That's how acidic it is, guys. So it's really important that we understand that when we are consuming liquids on a regular basis that we believe are actually helping us, they're causing more and more acidic stress. And more importantly, the one thing that we don't really talk about, oxidative stress within the body. Does everybody understand that? Okay, cool. Right, good. Let's continue. So we've already discussed when we're going through, I'm on time, so I'm doing well. When we go through drinking acidic drinks, what happens is electrolytes are depleted from the body to neutralize them. Now then, let's have a look at this chart. Can you think of anybody you know that's got any of those illnesses and diseases? Quite a lot. Quite a lot. Okay? Cause from your body being in an acidic state. Now we know that we can help with food. We can do it we can do it by obviously doing meditation. You know, we're connecting with nature. It's not just the water that does this, but remember, guys, your body's over 70% water. So if you are consuming liquids that are 70% acidic and oxidizing to the body, your body's definitely going to be under 70% stress. Okay? So the number one disease today from oxidative stress is cancer. The number one acidic disease is diabetes. And the number two acidic is inflammation, which it's estimated 90% of the population suffer with inflammation, arthritis, fibromyalgia. Okay? This is how you feel, for all those cat lovers. I didn't want to leave you out. Okay? Well, we've got an answer. So I'm not all doom and gloom. Electrolyzed reduced water is the scientific name for this water, also known as Kangen water. Kangen in Japanese means return to origin. When you are born, you leave the womb and you are fed, you are basically all alkaline. You are fed alkalinity throughout your throughout the growing process within the womb. Okay? So the second you leave, you're in an acidic environment. So Kangen in Japanese means return to origin when you were there. Has anybody heard of Lourdes, France? Or Lourdes? Okay, where the holy water is. My grandma died there. My grandma had cancer. She went on the Friday and she passed on the Monday. Now, before I even knew about this water and the connection with Lourdes, I already had a very strong connection with the water. And it was only when I found out about Lourdes that I connected with my grandma, and I truly believe that she brought it into my life. So I've got a very strong connection here with it. The company that created these units, Enagic, back in 1974, created them for the hospital use to help people. They took the water from Lourdes and they created machines that would actually structure the water to have the three properties. They've been around for over 42 years now. Original equipment manufacturing of medical grade facility. So these units here are not just some cheap knockoffs that you buy from Woolworths. Okay, they're a member of the Direct Selling Association. They've got offices all over the world. They're the only company to have the WQA Gold Seal of Approval and the only company to have a certified medical filter water ionizer. Very, very powerful. They produce three amazing products. The water filter ionizer that you can see there. They have 5 or 6 models for the Australian market. The shower and bath spa unit here, which is the Anespa, and turmeric. Turmeric's the most powerful anti-inflammatory in the world. It's available all over the world. The pharmaceutical companies tried to get hold of it and make it a prescription medication, and it got declined because it's so available all over the world. 3 properties that a unit produces: antioxidant water, which you basically saw there. Microclustering means that has anybody ever drank a lot of water and felt bloated and gone like that and hear it swishing around for a bit of fun? Okay, doesn't happen with this water because the water is so small. The molecules, the Japanese call it small water, the molecules are so small, they absorb through the body. They actually promote the organs to get hydrated, which kicks the organs into function, which helps start detoxifying the body. Alkalinization basically meaning it helps bring your body into an alkaline state. So 1 unit produces 7 types of water. Okay? 2.5 water is used for antiseptic, cleaning the home. You can eliminate all your cleaning chemicals with this unit. Okay? Kills bacteria faster than bleach. And it's perfectly safe to put in your mouth and use as a mouthwash. Skincare, 6. Beauty water, that's a skin toner and firmer. It basically, obviously, firms your skin, but also anyone who's got psoriasis, acne, or eczema, it's been shown to help get rid of those when you're drinking the water and you're spraying it on your skin. 7, 8.5, 9, and 9.5 are your drinking waters, just higher the number, higher level of antioxidants. And 11.5 is a degreaser. Who here washes their fruits and vegetables before they eat them? Yep. When you're washing with regular water, it removes nothing but soil. Because anything sprayed on your fruits and veggies is petroleum-based, oil-based, meaning it sticks to them so that when it rains out in the farms, it doesn't wash off. As you can see here, that's tap water. 10 minutes in there, 10 minutes in the 11.5. That gold stuff is chemical residue that's come off, that we are unknowingly consuming. And what do you think that's causing the body to stay in? An acidic state. So these are some testimonials here regards to skin. As you can see, how it helps with the beauty water. I'm just going to flick through these. The 2.5, what it's used for. The Inespa shower. So this is, I can't stress, when I actually met the guy that told me about this, he said, mate, when you have a shower, it's incredible. When you have a bath, it's beyond belief. And I looked at him like he had 2 heads. And I can't stress how good it actually is. And we're going to have a testimonial from a lovely lady shortly about that. Removes harmful chemical contaminants and toxins. Powerful magnets as the water passes through to restructure the water. It remineralizes the water, so it's essential ions for your skin, mineral ions for your skin. It's perfectly pH balanced. Really, really important. And it works wonders for your hair, as you can see. Ukon turmeric, the most powerful anti-inflammatory, as I mentioned earlier. It's vegan friendly for any vegans out there. It's chosen from the autumn and spring turmeric grown in Japan. And basically, each tablet is individually wrapped. So if you've got supplements that you, like a bag of it, and you open it up, okay, what do you think's happening to it? It's oxidizing all the time. It's aging. It's damaging it. So these are all individually wrapped to keep the potency in there. If you do want to walk away and go and do any testing, I highly recommend you go to these 2 sites, PubMed, Google Scholar. Not to Google. Google is great for finding out what time the movie starts or to get here to this event on time. Not for science, medical science information. So there's a range of the units, and now we're going to talk about testimonials. There's going to have a few people we're going to call up upon. So majority of people, if you go onto our website, you go onto the Facebook page of Kangen Water Perth, Sexy Water, Energized Water, you're going to see a lot of people talking about these. Okay, they've bought a unit, this is what they're noticing. A lot of people buy the units just on the taste alone, but the health benefits are a byproduct. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ask, first of all, for Carolyn from Kangen Water Perth to come up. So Carolyn has got an amazing testimonial. Well, she's got a few, I think, but one in particular. And she's been a massive part of the growth here with regards to Sexy Water, the whole team, and Kangen Water Perth. So can you please put your hands together for Carolyn Zanetti?
Room. So exciting when we get to share our passion. So I've had my water ionizer for nearly 3 years. I love it. I drink the water every day. But when somebody sent me the information about this water, I did a lot of research. There's a lot of scientific studies on the health benefits. I did my research on the company. 42-year-old company, used in hospitals, amazing awards. So I did my research, and the reason why is just because I hate the taste of tap water. Tastes gross. I thought, well, great, I'll get a filter. It's more economical than bottled water. And I used to live in Dubai, and everybody lives on bottled water in Dubai because the tap water is shocking. And I just got it that it's obviously really bad for the environment to be drinking bottled water as well, and it's dead money. You never see anything at the end of the day except empty bottles. So yeah, I did my research, found out lots of amazing information on the product. So I bought it. I hadn't even tried the water. I just thought it was amazing, and the company gives you a return policy. So I thought, well, I'll buy it. Don't like it, I'll send it back. So I got it. I love the taste of the water, and I noticed a lot of health benefits, mainly improvement in energy, also regular digestive function. And how I found this out was actually, I moved house and I didn't connect my water ionizer for, just over a week. And I got constipated, and I was like, why is this? I'm like so regular. I was like, oh, I haven't got my special water happening. So of course I connected it, and it really makes you realise how important it is. And the most amazing part of this system, I believe, is it actually makes 7 different pHs of water. And I was working really hard in my job, long hours, not paid enough, you know how it is. And I actually got quite stressed and run down. I actually got shingles for the first time. And it was all red. And the guy that recommended I try the water goes, why don't you go use your 2.5 antiseptic water? And I was like, yeah, whatever. I tried it, and the redness actually went away within minutes. And I was like, oh my God, this is actually amazing. That actually is really good stuff. So it doesn't cure anything, but it really reduced the inflammation and dried it up and helped heal very fast. So because I had such an amazing experience, you can't help but share that and recommend it to other people. So I'm very grateful that I had this system at home to use. And earlier this year, I started sharing the water with people, and my favourite part is the testimonials. I've got people that, especially digestive system, people notice huge benefits. One lady took the water for her headaches and her digestive system, and her son used to go to the toilet for number 2s once a week. After drinking the water, he was going regularly. So of course the mum thought I was pretty special, so that was nice. So they've got the water. So helping change people's lives is what it's all about, isn't it? And yeah, so that's why I'm so passionate about this, and I'm very grateful. So in July, to the day that I was going to quit my job and do this full time, I actually got a redundancy, and since then the universe just rewards me every week, every day with opportunities and more people calling me to share the water with them, and very blessed and grateful and excited for where this journey will take us. So guys, definitely recommend trying the water today, and yeah, thank you very much, guys.
Okay, that's an awesome testimony. Thanks for sharing, Kaz. Come on, Lauren. Are you trying to hide behind Dave? Lauren's actually got a brilliant testimonial as well, as everyone has, regarding the water, and it's more when it got taken away from you, you notice. So I'll move out of the way because I took it away.
Hi everyone. I'm a primary school teacher, and I'm used to sort of dancing and singing in front of children, but it scared me a little bit. I've had my water system for about 6 months, but I've been drinking the water for maybe a couple of years ago because Martin used to live with me, and at first I was very, very sceptical. I tend to be a very clean eating, look after my health a lot. I never noticed water. I wasn't bothered by the taste of tap water. A lot of people said that, and I didn't really notice it. it was only when I went to Bali and was drinking bottled water for a few days that I actually went, wow, this is awful. All of a sudden, because I have quite severe IBS, that's why I watch my diet so much and suffer from bloating a lot, and I went, oh my gosh, I haven't actually had that for a while. And then I went to Bali and I felt that immediate bloating, felt gross after drinking water, and I was straight away, I'm just telling Marty, oh, you're right, it actually does work. And I found a place in Ubud, you actually had Kangen water in one of the resorts. It was like finding gold. And all of a sudden I could go to the toilet again and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I've been really happy with how it's been able to help my family as well. My younger brother, my baby brother's about 10 years younger than me. Watched him grow up and he's always had weight issues. He's pretty much his entire life has been overweight, and he started drinking the water along with changing his diet to quite an alkaline diet, and he lost just over 40 kilos in 6 months. And my mum, who's just recently bought a unit as well, she's like me and has digestive issues. She actually proclaimed at my brother's engagement party in front of quite a few people that she was now pulling. To the people who know her, that's kind of a really big deal. But yeah, she was really happy, and so yeah, went along and bought her system and loves it. But I suppose the biggest thing that, and Marty was talking about it before, the shower system, because he took that too when he left, is that, which I'm saving up to get myself one as well. I was one of those people who used to slather myself in moisturiser every time I got out of the shower, and once I had the unit I just didn't have to do that. My hair was nice, my skin was moisturised, and I just didn't need it. I sprayed the beauty water as well on my face once I got out, the 6 pH, and that's pretty much all I did. But since not having it, again, I get quite dry skin. I sent Marty a photo of my leg the other day, and it's quite a lot drier, so oil all over my skin at the moment until I can get my shower system again. The only other thing I wanted to mention was a friend at work as well, because I was just talking to Dale about it before, was she was suffering quite badly from eczema. She had done for years and had been given steroid creams for, I think she said about 20 years, wasn't it? Yeah, about 20 years she was on steroid creams in the doctor's with severe eczema. And Martin had mentioned to me that it did help with eczema, but neither of us had actually seen or known anyone who it had worked, so we just gave her a trial. She started drinking 9.5 and spraying 2.5, followed by 6 on her skin, went away completely within 3 days, went off the water when I left the school, because I changed schools, she was a fellow teacher, and came back again, and then she went back on, went away again, came back on, and after the second time, her husband was actually convinced enough to go and buy her a system as well, and she's been eczema-free since. That was, like Carolyn said, it's really nice when you're able to help people and see people benefit from it.
I don't think, unfortunately, Mish Clark was going to come and join us. Is there anybody else in the room that wants to do a testimonial while you? do you want to do one, mate? Yeah, come on up if you want to do a testimonial. That's cool. So Roscoe and I met randomly during a meeting, and Roscoe's actually a steeple jump runner, and he runs for Australia. So he's a coach for Australia, aren't you, mate? So we randomly met, and he saw me pouring the water in Dome and was like, "What's that water about?" So he's like, "What have you got in it?" And I was like, "Nothing." So we got chatting, and I said, "Look, mate, if you're more than happy, you're here for a month, I'll give you water." So, mate, take it away.
Hi, I'm Roscoe. As Marty says, we met at the Dome, and I'd actually been just drinking some other water, and Marty was there with another Irish chap who was sitting there. I just finished doing a 14k run around Lake Munga, and I went to the Dome where I used to always go. I used to live here 5 years ago. Perth water gives me headaches because of the amount of fluoride and chlorine. And when I lived here for about 5 years before I moved to the east to continue my development with coaching with development squads for the TIS, and basically I used to get headaches all the time, so I was drinking bottled water. Since I've been drinking Marty's water, I think it was about 3 days later when I got some water off here. This one. we talked before about how many litres I've had, and the first couple of tanks of 10 litres, I didn't really get going with it enough, but I think I'm up to about 50 litres now of used water, and I'm just about finished. I need another one, but I'm just on to water 60. It started really slow because I wasn't skeptical so much, but I'm always a little reserved. I'm pretty much what you put in your body is your temple. I've been doing this running thing gig for 34 years. Marty knows how old I am, but a lot of people sort of pick me for the wrong age. I'm 58. I'll be, like 59 in 6 months. And nobody ever picks me for my age.
You look amazing.
Well,
The 50
when you've
litres
got
of water
these-
he's put in his body.
I do 1,000 of these a week. I do 400 push-ups a week. And like I said to Marty, the outside of the body, the shell looks strong, and what also Marty knows a bit too is 2004, I've been still running at elite level with my running. I've been living out of the suitcase, competing back and forwards. As you see, I've got a Kenya jacket on. I coach athletes from Kenya, and this is one of the guys who sort of gave it to me from the Olympics. He went to London. I love what I do. I'm like him. I'm passionate about what I do. I'm coaching and my running. And I've only been back in training about 8 weeks when I met. I'm in 10 weeks now, and I came over for the World Championships here in Athletic Masters Group age. Now, when I came over, I wasn't race fit, and I wasn't really fit at all. Since I've been on his water, I've had a few reactions on my arms and stuff, and I don't do real well with mosquitoes and same place, and because I train a lot on soft ground, I don't run on hard ground. And when I'm in full training, I do about 100k a week, and at the moment I'm up around 65, 70k. But since I've been drinking Martin's water, and he's been just unbelievable dropping it off, I dropped my times by 36 seconds.
It's pretty good.
When I started training, sorry, 8 weeks ago I couldn't break 6 minutes a K. Now I'm running 3:47 a K.
That's not bad.
I was wiped out for 6 months because of health issues with tumours. And this water has made me a better person in running. I don't get, I don't get indigestion anymore. And I love the taste of the water. And I don't get headaches. So, as soon as I can save enough bucks, I'm going to get a system.
Wow. I'm so glad I asked that question. Now, if anybody wants to share a testimonial, that was amazing. So thank you for sharing, mate. Really appreciate that. Guys, so we're going to get on to the next part. So what we're going to have is a little 5-minute break while we just do a little bit of changing over with the computers. So if you want to go to the toilets, it's just down the back on your left. Guys, recharge your glasses with some quality water, because you now know it's the best water you can drink. And what? So, hang on a second. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, sorry. There's a really good point that Dave's just made there. Now, when people do go researching, and this is what we found recently, was there's a doctor online, Dr. McCullough, and he's actually got a video and a lot of documentation that says that you shouldn't drink water from an ionizer. Okay? Then 2 months later, he's on an interview with the top #1 hydration expert in the world, where he agrees with him that you should drink structured water from an ionizer. 2 months later. And both are still on the internet. So if you're looking to find out that you shouldn't drink water from an ionizer, you will find it. If you're looking to find out you should drink water from an ionizer, you'll find it. If you believe in him, he gets all the market, because everyone believes what they want to believe. Okay? So just be careful what you actually do go and search. That's why I always say about going to PubMed and Google Scholar. because there's over 110 medical publications on this water, and you only have to listen to testimonials like Roscoe and so on. Okay, so yeah, hopefully that gives a bit more clarity there. Up next is going to be the legend from Canada, Balazs W. Cardos, who's can't stress. I'm going to reintroduce him, but I can't stress, guys, how important it is to listen to this guy at 30 years of age. The mindset, what he knows, what he's done, what he's achieved, the lives he's affected, including mine, on a positive level. Really important. So yeah, we'll have a 5-minute break and then recharge your glasses, and then we'll get back. Now, when people do go researching, and this is what we found recently, was there's a doctor online, Dr. McCullough, and he's actually got a video and a lot of documentation that says that you shouldn't drink water from an ionizer. Okay? Then 2 months later, he's on an interview with the top #1 hydration expert in the world, where he agrees with him that you should drink structured water from an ionizer. 2 months later. And both are still on the internet. So if you're looking to find out that you shouldn't drink water from an ionizer, you will find it. If you're looking to find out you should drink water from an ionizer, you'll find it. If you believe in him, he gets all the market because everyone believes what they want to believe. Okay? So just be careful what you actually do go and search. That's why I always say about going to PubMed and Google Scholar. Because there's over 110 medical publications on this water. And you only have to listen to testimonials like Roscoe and so on. Okay? So yeah, hopefully that gives a bit more clarity there. Up next is going to be the legend from Canada, Balazs W. Cardos, who's can't stress. I'm going to reintroduce him, but I can't stress, guys, how important it is to listen to this guy at 30 years of age. The mindset, what he knows, what he's done, what he's achieved, the lives he's affected, including mine, on a positive level. Really important. So yeah, we'll have a 5-minute break and then recharge your glasses, and then we'll get back.